That's chess. 46, 48. We're done with chess, and I'm going to pause here. 16 minutes. Wow. 11:14. Hi everyone, I'm super excited to share with you an experiment where I built chess in 3 different ways. The first way was without any AI assistance whatsoever. This is the OG way to code. The second way was to use Copilot. And the third way was to use Copilot and Blueprints. Blueprints is a new AI tool that Sublayer just released. Let's look at the results together. To start with, we want to put all of our pieces onto the board. Let's make a new method called setUpPieces. A method called setUpPieces. And let's see what Copilot gives us. So it says here that we're going to have... Let's take a look at our pawn file. Nothing in here yet, so we'll create a pawn class. Create a pawn class. Let's inherit from a piece. And let's see what we can fill in here using Copilot. Copilot will help us. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to copy this code and we're going to submit it as a blueprint. And now we're going to go to our rook class and we're going to create a rook that looks for a piece, and let's try and create a replacement for this file. And we'll probably use this as a blueprint for things like bishop. Awesome, so it looks pretty good. Alrighty, so in the bishop class, we'll replace this with bishop, and we'll give it a picture as well of a bishop. Let's grab that. Awesome. For the king, same thing, but I'm actually going to use this Unicode character. We're going to copy this. We're going to save it as a blueprint, and let's see whether or not we can replace this selection as well using the blueprint. Awesome, so we have something here. It looks like the symbol isn't working, but we can just put a symbol here if we want. So let's grab the piece by getting a start position first. So we'll do self, and we'll get the start position. And then the last thing that we're going to do is now kind of the meat and potatoes of chess, which is making the movements for individual pieces. Okay, and then for our king class, class king, piece, let's try to replace this selection as well with blueprints. Okay, and it seems to have some trouble finding the Unicode characters, but Copilot is there for the rescue. So we'll go from D8 all the way to D1. Great. So all of the pieces can now move the way that chess pieces ought to move. So let's actually get Copilot to fix the way that we do move piece. Make a method here. Hopefully that finishes up move piece for us. Awesome. To E7. Great. Wow, we're done. Now we have a checkmate method, but it's always returning false. Not really good. Checkmate as well, so let's fill this out. With checkmate, we'll actually be able to get a proper test going. Let's say here, we'll do a pawn.new for a white piece. That's going to be at position 2-4, and then a knight at 3-4. So that's our test, and here we're going to move from E6 to F7, and that should be black is checkmated. Awesome. So now we have a working version at 11:14. Wow, 11:14. So a few thoughts here. To traditionally write quickly, you need to organize the code the way that you would organize your thoughts. A lot of keystrokes and time is spent tackling micro problems. With a tool like Copilot, you end up letting the code organize your thoughts for you. A lot more time is spent reading the code, deciding what you'd like to do next, and changing whatever output you get. With Blueprints, Copilot ends up becoming a rough draft generator, and then you set a style and a spec for your code by saving blueprints. I had very few keystrokes for actually writing code. My time was spent deciding which code would be a valuable blueprint, waiting for the code to be generated and actually testing that the code worked. I hope you all enjoyed. Raw recordings are linked in the description below.